Welcome back. It is Sunday, April 16th in the NBA. My four favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. It was a 1-2 day. The cold streak did continue. I could argue that it probably should have been 2-1. Could have been even worse. Jordan Poole did go under. DeJounte Murray, bad read on my end. The man shot 25 times. He went over. I was hoping a blowout would save us. Yeah, no shot. And Cavaliers bankroll builder, Evan Mobley, man. We're going to have a problem with you, but he did not get 10 points. He had 8 points with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Missed about 6 layups in the fourth. That was great. That was fun to watch. But at the end of this video, look, we're bouncing back. The good vibes are here. I'm feeling very confident about our fourth place today. We're going to have hot streaks. We're going to have cold streaks. Today, we're starting a hot streak. And then we're going to have a giveaway at the end of the video. If my sleeper entry hits, I'm giving away all the winnings. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. You can check it out. Of course, Sleeper, one of our sponsors. You can use code COS or the top link in the description. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So you deposit $50, try and get 100. You can deposit 100. Now you got 200. Take advantage of it. Top link in the description on Sleeper. We'll have my sleeper entry at the end of this video, and if it hits, we're giving away all the winnings. We'll start with this guy though. Who, what, where, when? Kawhi Leonard. I like his over 38.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, -115 on Barstool. Going to the star for the Clippers to hopefully get us back into the winning ways. Now, honestly, I'd prefer to play a little bit more juice 38.5 than a 39.5, but we know these lines can come down to just that one on the hook. Now, let's talk about the Clippers on the road in Phoenix, 7.5 point underdogs, and I expect a lot of people to be having betting Suns money line. A lot of people on Suns spread today, and understandably so. I mean, the Clippers without Paul George rely on Kawhi Leonard, Norm Powell, and basically Russell Westbrook to do the majority of the heavy lifting here. But we've seen Kawhi Leonard play a lot of minutes, especially towards the end of the year. They were not afraid from, putting him on minutes restriction. The man played 41 and 43 minutes in 2 of their last 4 games. They were clearly, he doesn't have a minutes restriction. He's ready, full steam, ready to go. So I think he sees a lot of minutes, and he's probably going to get defended by Josh Okogie. And I don't think they make him guard Kevin Durant 24/7 on the other side. Now, we saw in the final game of the regular season versus Phoenix, Kawhi, 46 PRAs. Didn't do anything in the first half. We would know that because we took us under, and then he made us sweat all the way to the end. But he only played 36 minutes there, and that was, sure, you could say most of Phoenix sat, but Josh Okogie, who's probably the guy that's going to guard him today, was active in that game. And we've seen Kawhi, he turns it up in the postseason. He obviously, in 24 playoff games with the Clippers, Kawhi averaged 29.2 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game. Good for 42.8 PRAs per game with the Clippers. Now, many of those games we do know were with Paul George, who obviously will be out today. Not really sure when Paul George is expected back, if he even plays this series, but he's at least out today. And we've seen Kawhi in his last 11 playoff games over this line in 8 of them, and we know Kawhi's capable of dropping 35 points on any given night, making this a no sweat bet. Sure, that's possible, and Kawhi can start off and score 4 points in the first half, go on and score 25 in the second half. He's capable of doing that, but he's also capable of getting, your normal 22, 25 points, 10, 12 rebounds, 5, 6 assists. He can do that. So I think there's very different ways he could get there. I really liked his points line, but I also liked his rebounds and assist line. I mean, Russell Westbrook's, he'll get out there, he'll get his thing. Norm Powell going to do his thing too, but at the end of the day, they need Kawhi to step up here. I think he's close to 36, probably even closer to 40 minutes tonight. He's going to play a big-time role, and we know he's capable of just going off. When the game's on the line, they're going to give the ball to Kawhi Leonard, tell him, yo, go do your thing. And I think the Suns team's going to guard him one-on-one, and I'll take one-on-one Kawhi against any defender in the league. Give me Kawhi Leonard over 38.5 PRAs as my first play of the day. I think Kawhi Leonard has a big night. We'll ride with him. Now, for my second play, we're going to have a couple more rebounds and assist line. It's going to start with the guy probably on the thumbnail, not sure. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo, over 17.5 rebounds plus assists, -113 on Caesars. Now, I'll put this as probably playable at half a unit at 18.5. We know these lines can be pretty sharp where Giannis could end on 18. So if that's the case, I would probably only risk half unit if this goes up. But let's talk about Giannis because, a couple of different books right around this line. FanDuel's the most juiced at -132. Now, look, I don't see Giannis scoring a ton of points today, personally. I don't really want to take his PRA line. His line's 29.5 points. The Heat are a team known for doubling number one options, but also known for just double teaming Giannis whenever he's barreling down the lane trying to get to the hoop. And so I think we see a big uptick in maybe assist chances today, and we also know Giannis is a great rebounder. But we've seen in the last 7 games versus Bam Adebayo, who's obviously going to start for the Miami Heat, going to be the guy that guards him, Giannis has dominated this line. 26, 22, 12, 27, 22, 19, and 23 rebounds plus assists. The only game he went under was due to him only playing 23 minutes. Now, technically, in his last game against Bam, he played 6 minutes, so I got rid of that game. But look, I think Giannis is going to step up today. Bam's a very good defender, but Bam's not doing it all by himself. He's going to have some help from the guys on the outside. When Giannis is driving, Giannis should have the ability to kick it to the corner to guys like Brook Lopez, maybe Chris Middleton, the Grayson Allens of the world. We need them to knock down their shots, and I like their chances at home. But we saw Giannis in 2 postseason games last year with Chris Middleton. He had 19 and 27 rebounds plus assists, cashing this in both of them. Now, Chris Middleton obviously missed a lot of the playoffs last year, and Giannis's stats last year were a little bit inflated because he had to do more more without Chris Middleton. But Middleton's back. Don't necessarily know if he's on, his full minutes, if they do want to force him into full minutes of, the first game back. But I expect him back in a full way. And we've seen Giannis been a much better rebounder at home versus on the road. They're obviously at home today. And look, they're going to put him on a lower usage guy. They don't normally like to have Giannis on a Jimmy Butler or a Bam Adebayo, guys that are going to get the ball. They're probably going to put him on a guy that just camps out in the corner, which is good for us. We want Giannis to be that safety blanket on defense, guy that's just hauling in the rebounds. And we've seen Giannis over this line in 17 of his last 25 home playoff games. Several of the misses were games he played less than 30 minutes in. Today, I expect Giannis to see upwards of 35 minutes today. I think the Heat can at least keep this game close. It's a team that's going to grit and grind. They're going to try to keep this game close and try to make you, maybe try to get you into foul trouble, but I don't think Giannis gets into foul trouble today. I think he's going to be a great rebounder, great assister, maybe even flirts with a triple-double if we're lucky, but I think he can get 15 rebounds on any given night. I like his over 17.5 rebounds plus assists as my second play of the day. The Greek Freak is going to get Greek Freaky this afternoon. As for my third play, we're going to go to a guy that's very talented. His name's Ja Morant. I like his over 14.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 111 on FanDuel. Very similar to Giannis. I'd probably lean towards playing a half unit if this goes up to 15.5, or you can play this up to minus 135. Now, Morant obviously had a very up and down regular season. He obviously was suspended some games, then came in, played games off the bench, but in the playoffs, I expect him to see his normal minutes, and he's going to play a lot. Now, the Lakers, who they will take on, are in Memphis. Lakers are a very good defensive unit post All-Star break. This is a team that packs the paint, and they're going to put Jared Vanderbilt, their best defender, on Ja Morant. Now, the Lakers probably going to do their best to try to stop Morant, try to limit him, make him pass out to other guys, make them knock down shots. And we saw in their last game versus the Lakers back, I think, in February 28th, Morant had a triple-double. He had 20 rebounds and assists, so got the 10 rebounds, got the 10 assists, and he had 39 points. I'd be surprised if Ja Morant scored 39 points today. He was cooking them. So I imagine they maybe throw some more double teams his way, make him pass it to his other guys, and he should get some more assist chances here. And we saw Ja last postseason. He was very dominant. In 9 playoff games last year, Morant, the guy averaged 9.8 assists per game, 8 rebounds per game. That's 17.8 rebounds plus assists. In those games, he had 12, 19, 20, 23, 22, 19, 16, and 10 rebounds plus assists, going over in 7 of 9. Steven Adams obviously was sort of a part of the rotation last year, sort of not in a lot of those games. Well, Steven Adams is inactive today. Brandon Clark was a part of the rotation. He's inactive today. So Morant likely sees his normal 34 minutes, but probably sees closer to 36 or 40 minutes in their first playoff game this season. So I think Morant, a guy that's not going to guard LeBron James, not going to guard Anthony Davis, not going to guard really any high usage guy, probably even guards Jared Vanderbilt, who just sits in the corner. So I think at the end of the day, we're going to see a guy like Ja Morant come out here, probably get an uptick in rebounds, but we know he can go out there and get 10 to 12 assists any given night. I think this line's too low, probably will be the lowest. You hopefully get it the whole postseason because he dominates it. I really like his over 14.5 rebounds plus assists. We'll take it, minus 111 on FanDuel. Ja Morant, go fill up the stat sheet. We're counting on you. Now, for my fourth and final play of the day, I normally don't do 4 plays, but I'm feeling good about a bankroll builder, and it involves this guy, the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, the bankroll builder. Let's talk about it. Now we're counting on Jokic for 20 plus points and 8 plus assists, and Jamal Murray 15 plus points and 4 plus assists. Now we've suffered 2 brutal breaks. This is plus 110 on DraftKings. It's a 4-leg same game parlay. I think it was plus 107 on FanDuel. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was. Now we've suffered 2 very brutal breaks on these last 2 bankroll builders. One was with Vucevic finishing with 14 points. We needed 15. And then yesterday with Evan Mobley, he missed by 1 basket. He had the chances. Now, look, I think the unlucky breaks end today. And if you wanted to look at 2 legs that are probably the most sketchy based on odds, probably Jokic points and Jokic assists. But also, I'll trust him. But instead, we'll start with Mr. Jamal Murray. Now, Murray, 15 plus points in 20 of his last 21 home games, 4 plus assists in 18 of his last 19 home games. So he's been really good. He's going to be having the ball in his hands. He's going to shoot the ball. Now, they're probably running the 2-man action with Jokic, which is why we're going to count on Jokic to do his thing. He had his 20 points and 8 assists. Now, if you were to take a step back and look at just Jokic's game log in the playoffs, you'd be like, yo, he doesn't have a great hit rate here. But let's also keep in mind, Jokic didn't have guys like Michael Porter Jr. playing, a guy that is responsible for a lot of his assists. Didn't have guys like Jamal Murray playing a lot of those games. So this is obviously a different team, and they're going to run through Jokic. I mean, come on. It's the first game of the playoffs. You run through your best player. You run a lot of sets through them. Now, Jokic, 8 plus assists in each of his last 25 home games, been crushing that line, and 20 plus points in 15 of his last 25 home games. Now, the points, you can be like, all right, that's a little bit suspect. Now, he does have 20 plus in 10 straight versus Rudy Gobert, who's going to guard him today. And I just think Jokic in the postseason, he's going to be more aggressive than he was in the regular season. I don't think Jokic wants to see guys, like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope bricking up shots. Now, you're going to go attack the hoop, and I think he can score 20 today. We've seen Jokic, if he just is aggressive, he can score 20 against anyone, any defense. He can do that. In terms of the assists, though, assists could probably be the sketchiest one. I think he just gets the 8+ assists. His teammates are going to get the assist chances. He's going to kick it to him. We just need them to make shots. And if we're lucky, we'll see a lot of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic just kind of running hand in hand. And maybe we'll get some assists to Jamal Murray. And Jamal Murray will be assisting Nikola Jokic. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But I think this one's a solid one. I think this is going to be one. If this hits today, we'll probably keep running it back because I think it's a really good look here. But look, 20 points and 8 assists for Mr. Nikola Jokic and 15 points and 4 assists for Jamal Murray. I think they step up today. These guys are going to play a lot of minutes, going to shoot a lot of shots for this team. I think they can easily get those done. I don't necessarily love either of their individual line, but I think they get these alt lines done. But those are my 4 favorite picks. Let's talk about the sleeper entry as I talked about at the top of the show. If this hits, we are giving away all the winnings, $175 to one person that subscribes to the channel or is already subscribed, or two comments on the video down below. That's all you got to do to enter. And let's talk about them. It's our 3 legs. We already talked about at the top of the video. Ja Morant, Giannis, and Kawhi Leonard. Do your jobs, and we're giving away $175 to people. Of course, if you sign up for Sleeper, make sure you use code COS or the top link in the description. You get 100% deposit match. I know a lot of you guys have used that code, and I appreciate it, but you can take advantage. They have a lot of cool opportunities that I haven't seen any other daily fantasy app have out there. So if this entry hits, hey, we're giving away $175 to one random person subscribe to the channel, and comments down below. Hopefully we're giving away some money. Hopefully we have a great bounce back day. We can go 4-0 today, bring out the brooms, make back some units that we've lost over the last couple days. I love you guys. Have a great Sunday. If you want to check out our MLB video, I'll put it up on the screen. Let's have a great day. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.